Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terminal 1, where we strive to make the world's greatest airport. Last episode, we went ahead and doubled the size of our airport. We're making this nice little terminal building. And so on today, I wanted to go ahead and try to knock some of that down. So let's go ahead and get started on that. We're going to do that by, obviously, going to build a couple of solar farms. So we're going to
flight ES228 arriving from the East Midlands has landed.
we're going to do that along here. So 750. Jesus. 80.
Cargo flight RG813 arriving from Rio de Janeiro has landed.
Alright, and then obviously we're getting a little bit better on our on demand. But at 1500 a pop there, it's going to be the same as this. It's going to be a couple days before we can actually get this going.
181 arriving from Brussels has landed.
Oh crap. I was like, why is it so slow? That's the reason why. Also, we need to... How much do I have of this? 25? How much more do I have of this? 13. So as you can tell, we're still sitting pretty high. We only have 80, right? And so that's not good. When we have 920 for the terminal buildings. Is there a thing I can do to... Is it DC? I don't need that. Don't need that. Terminals. Maybe I do need that. Let's go with that and see if that helps. Or I could go with electrochromic glazing. That might be something to look at too. Which will put us at... That took 8% off. 10%. Which isn't a lot. But it did knock it down a lot. It did get us good though. So now at 120. So 750, 120. It's gonna be a lot. So we'll work it. I think we'll get there pretty soon. I think by the end of the episode, we'll get this knocked down a good bit. There's a 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, we could do 2 more here. So if 2 is 80, so 120, that would be 200. There's a 200 here, which would be 400. Alright, let's see. How many planes we got? We got that one. Got this one right here. What do you got
Cabin
left?
ready for boarding.
Okay, that's what you needed. What is this? Don't need any of that. Alright, let's go ahead with another one of these before it goes out. So that puts us at 160. I want to see some actually. Hold on. I don't need all that. I actually would like that. Okay, let's see. I want to see what my FPS is. I am very curious. So we're at a nice. We're not doing too bad here. Oh yeah, I did put this in. I was like, where did all my money go? So we're getting some back in terms of our just in general our demand. So we're at 80% carbon, which is not bad, but I want to get it below 50. But at least I'm gonna try to get it at least below 50 on this episode. We'll see if that works. This FPS drops when a lot of these cars go out. So a 90% carbon penalty, which is not good. We're gonna call this episode Mega Make Earth Green Again. Haha. I'm kidding. Please don't get me canceled. Alright, and then got a couple more. So do another set of those. We're doing pretty good. We got one more. Wow. We don't have what I thought we would have. So, about 11,000. What I could do is, where is this? It do an advertising campaign technically, which would be weird. I don't know why I thought about that. I could just it's hovering around that 10,000, and I don't need that. I need 15. Get this last one in. Well, we're doing, our demand's going up, so we're at 70% carbon penalty. So let's try to get as many airplanes as we can to come in here. Wow, it just went from $1,000 to 800. I mean, like, it was like 1,400 down to 5. Come on, guys. Where are you going? Oh. Ooh, yes. So now we're at 200. Which allows us to do a little bit better. Maybe we'll be able to get one more in. That is low. It's all because of this right here. I'm wondering if there's a way I can change this. Don't really need grass, and I don't need trees on. Next. Continue. I don't need grass or trees on. Because, brother, our frames per second are... Oof. Alright. So, we got 2 more in the airport. So, I got this one and this one right here. What are you waiting on? Nothing, I guess. Spoke too soon. I guess my 1% lows are around like 70. Or is that really 1% lows if it's that's what I'm, I guess, used to. I mean, that's what the average is. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Alright, so we're at 240 with minus 177 in the bank. So 240 plus 750. It's close to $1,000, which would cover just the terminal buildings. Which is crazy, if you think about it. Is there not another... I could do that. So I could go for that. Go with that. I'm going to take this down. So what are my carbon emissions? then technically, none of this really gets it per se. So now we're at 280. If we can get to a little over 500, I think that would be good. Go ahead with another one. So I got 5, and I think that would mean I'm gonna have to go like that. Because, let's see. So there. Start carbon penalty, still 80%. So, we're doing pretty good here. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we're getting close. Another one. Which puts us at 360. Puts us at a 40% carbon penalty. Which is good. We got one more, and then I'm going to do some on this end. And then probably some right here. So far, so good. Next day. Let's see if we can get some more in. Alright guys, come on. For 30% carbon penalty. So I want our daily average carbon penalty to be below 50, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to do a lot, and I mean a lot of these solar farms. Come on, we're almost there. As soon as I get 1500. Ah! Haha! I'm wondering, let's see something. Am I able to... Be cool if I can get this road to come down. I think I can fit. I can. Awesome. So I'm going to put some in here. And then put some right here. So our carbon penalty is 68% at 1500, which is the time. So we're doing pretty good. which, if you do just the buildings, we're doing pretty good. We're almost covering the buildings itself. And that's not bad. We can cover the buildings itself, cover the cost of the buildings. So we're at a 50% carbon penalty, which, not gonna lie, is not bad. Did you see it jump like that? I'll get you. It took $700. Let's see something. No, I don't need you. I need you. I need policies. So that was good. Alright, we should have one more plane going out. And where is that plane right there? I actually think this might be a thing. We actually might be able to get... We'll get one more in this area. And one... Yeah. So we're actually on a positive, which is wild. And so with that being said, our demand has went up. Skyrocketed even. Which is good. But we're going to get to a 10%, 10% carbon penalty. But that also means more aircraft coming in. Which in the long run for this episode is good. Because, so we're at a 20%. Once it gets to like 5, I don't think it will. It might, but I think we're covered to a good extent. And obviously, the lower the, so we're at 30%. Yeah, 30%. Alright, and then let's put another one in here. Which puts us at 417, which is not bad. We were at 40%. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think we're gonna be below 50% for the first time in a while. Let's go ahead and put another one of these bad boys in. Alright, now we're just going up by 2. And I'm beginning to think, I think I will hit my capacity. I did. But if I build now, and as I expand, it'll be great. I like that idea. Because it's 40%, right? 40% of building and terminal carbon cost, right? If I build more buildings and terminals, the cost goes up, obviously. So if I build, oh man, I can build one right here, one right here. So I can do 3 more. But now we are looking at our passenger services for demand. It's at 92%, which is great. now we're at 100. Which is good, but that's not good. How much do I have for to left on to be pay off? 5. That's nice. What is our no subsidy? I'd get no subsidy if I were to reset this. Wow. So we're not even at 10%. Once it hits 100, there it goes. It's at 10% carbon tax, which obviously takes some. So we're doing pretty good. And then I'm gonna go get these last 3 in, hopefully. Do. That's a waiting game. It's a big waiting game, but what I could do is I can go ahead and do that. Undo one of these and do one more. And then here we go. So that put us at 424. As I said, it's probably that puts us in the hole a lot. But we know why we got in the hole. Right? Because obviously I bought all my shares back. Which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. Because then I don't have to share any profits. Because look, 1186 dividends. Just off today. So yeah, we won't be able to build anything for a while. Unless we buy shares back. But I didn't want to be at 40%. That's a lot. Right? And you see, we're getting down. And with the subsidy, it will knock it out too. Little by little. And if anything, like I said, we could just, if we need money, we can just buy shares. I mean, we could sell shares. And you see? Alright, so this is going to be the last day. It's looking beautiful, though. Because look, our shares, 43. So if I were to buy, yeah, I could easily get there. Like, look, let's say I buy 15. 15%. Let's say I put that back up to 30. See? And we'll knock it out of the park. I definitely think we'll knock it out of the park. That will definitely go down. Because now we're almost done paying that off too. We have a 20% carbon penalty too, which is wild. But we got our solar farm in. I want to get to the point where I can buy back my shares and I'm not $29,000 in the hole. Obviously, right now it's not that time because we're struggling out here. Once I get gas started too, once I get them starting to pay for gas, that will be something. But I want to get more stable in terms of my income before I start looking at that, because that just means I have to keep on buying gas. And I ain't ready for that. Alright, we're coming to a close here on this day. I'm surprised we even have more planes coming in. Our demand for cargo services is up too, which is nice. So yeah, we're now emptying out the airport. And like I said, we'll get to a point where that won't be negative, because you gotta think subsidy income. Even if it's only $500 something, not bad, because we're also gonna be paying this off. That's $1,504 a day, which takes a good, probably 70-80% of our subsidy every day. But at the end of the day, see, look, alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and save this game here. Alright, if you like this episode, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment if you are feeling froggy. And go ahead and click that notification bell if you want to be notified next time I drop. Alright guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.